Yo, 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 it's your boy King Cobra35 out here with another e-bike adventure heading out there at Costa Mesa, heading out there at Westminster, Orange County, California, all the way around, y'all. We never know what we're going to see. We never know who we're going to run into or what we're going to run into or who we're going to see out here. But overall, we hope to make sure our destination safely. We don't get no accidents, no mishaps, no tragedy that causes to get mixed accidents or tragedy. Pray to the guy up above for all those good situations to happen to us. And for whoever's out there sick in the kingdom, we hope you get well soon. Whoever's out there well in the kingdom, we hope you stay well. Amen. Thanks to the guy up above for everything he does. And before we get any further into the channel, getting further into the ride, worker or YouTube AI person, this is all raw footage. Nothing gets made up. So get me for the copyrights, get me for the special showings, get me for whatever you got to get me for, because this is all raw footage when you come on my channel. Remember now, whoever just tuned in or whoever's tuned in all the time, make sure you guys always watch to the end. You never know what you're going to miss out on. You never know what you're going to see. If you don't watch the end, you definitely missed out on something. I can tell you plenty of things that you have missed out on. And if you're just tuning in and like what you're seeing and like what you're hearing, smack me a thumbs up. Hit me subscribes. Leave me comments down below. I'll interact with you guys best I can. Take that arrow and flop it to your friends. And also make sure you ring that bell to get that notification every time I post a video, a live, whatever. We're out here in Orange County, California. Come on in, share it to your friends, and it's soaked up about the ride, guys. See what's happening tonight. We're gonna head down here from Harbor and Fair, head up to Peterson Street, head all the way down Adams Street, head all the way down Beach Boulevard, and then head up a little bit of Bolsa, and then empty the ride in the back alley of Chestnut, someplace over there, and see what's happening over there. We don't know. We don't even know what's happening up in front of us, but I'll tell you what has happened. There's a little bit of fog we just ran through, and I'm hoping it doesn't get foggier on the way down there, so we might run into some fog tonight again. Those foggy rides are pretty much fun, so where I can't see anything in front of me sometimes and have to take off the glasses and everything, and be very blindsided right now on the way out to Westminster. So be excited for that situation, I guess.
Ring a ding ding.
Okay. Thank you for two showing in right now and pretty much giving me the thumbs up, and she's saying ring a ding ding when I'm ringing the bell. Thank you, thank you. Keep on coming in, guys. Sweet James right here. He's your auto search man. Sweet James. I don't work for Sweet James, but it just sounds like something funny to say. Now she's yelling back there. For what reason? I don't know. All right, guys, here's Peterson. We're coming on across here. And we're gonna head down Mesa Verde over here on the east side right now, which is still part of Peterson too. Pretty awesome. Thank you very much. What's up, man? Mountaintop dude, mountaintop man. What's happening? Everything's clear out here, man. It looks like a pretty nice night for a nice good ride on the way back over here. You know which way we're taking. Same way we usually always do, man. But hey, you know what we run into, man. That's the whole thing. That's why I tell everybody, man, you never know. It's a exciting thing just to watch my channel. And it's a exciting thing just to actually have some of the regulars coming in and keeping up with the times and like that when I'm asking for it and everything. That was totally awesome ride this morning, man. Because leaving at that time was, I mean, this afternoon, leaving at that time and getting down here just right in the nick of time is totally awesome, because I don't even know sometimes if I'm going to get there in the right nick of time as I'm leaving. I just know I'm late, and I'm like, oh man, I have to hustle down there. And I'm pretty much trying to hustle down here, going at 16 miles an hour and then puffing into 22 miles per hour once I hit the Adams, and bam, trying to see what time it is. I can't really see it. I totally thank you, brother. It's totally awesome that you're actually on my channel, willing to help me out in the situation when I'm asking for it. Like other people, they tell me different times here and there, but man, you tell me the correct time out here. All right, guys, so we're cruising into that Adams area and hoping we don't run into any skunks, you know. that's what usually happens out here. Some of the areas it just like smells like really super bad, and I think it's a skunk sometimes, but it's actually probably marijuana or maybe be a skunk. I don't know until I see the skunk actually did on the road. But we're not running any of those over today, you know. I don't want my tires to get nasty, but that one last one we saw, man, he was definitely. I should have showed you guys roadkill on him. I did that in a couple of videos in the back in the past, man. I showed some roadkill on the street, man. It was just disgusting to see. But some people enjoy that roadkill, and they want to make that into like a taxidermy thing in their house. All right, guys, here we are. Gonna cross the street right here, Mesa Verde on the east side. East Siders, wake up. Where you at? Let me know what's happening out there. And we're gonna head down to Adams to the High School Hill Bomb. For you people that have been on my channel for quite some time, you know what the Hill Bomb's all about. But I would definitely repeat it if you're new to the channel. The Hill Bomb is all about definitely cruising down the hill with no electric and no pedal assist, and this, you know, seeing how much speed we can catch, how on an airborne, just poof, you know. I'll tell you, maybe we start off at 5, maybe we stop at 0. I guarantee you this hill right here that we're going to hit, we're always getting like 22 miles an hour or higher, no matter how we do it, which is awesome. We can hit at 0 miles per hour, just right from the top and straight up, boom, into 22. And which is frequently I like to do a lot, is just give it straight up a 0 miles per hour and head down that hill. So let's definitely do that right now. We're going to head up to the hill, and at the very top tip of it, I'm going to stop and just let it ride down. Seriously. So you guys can really see how fast it can go. I mean, you guys can't really tell right there. Oh, wait. Oh, look at that, guys. Be ready for that. If you can see that, let me know. Okay, we're just barely pedaling right now, but I'll take and let you guys know about that situation right there. I mean, you can see definitely what's happening, you know. Pretty much a lot of it. Yep, right about there's where you can see it at 16 right there. We're not even, I just barely pedaling right now. I should flip you guys back around because for some reason it keeps on my screen on my side, it says flip it back around. But we'll definitely try to see if you guys can see it all the way down. Let me know if you can see the speedometer. Yeah, it was definitely 6%, 60%, huh? Awesome, thank you. So yeah, you can pretty much see the whole speedometer right there of what I was showing you guys. And the traction miles down below I have on the bike has already been flipped over once up to the 10,000 mark. So that's already been telling me that we had did a whole flip over of the gauge of the speedometer of how many miles we had to travel out. that's already been done to the bike. And now we're working on a second round of that, and we're about and get pretty close to I'd say a good 3 to 4 years of having this bike, and tremendously charging it like crazy off and on. I do recommend for anybody out there that's looking for an e-bike, you know, you've been on my channel quite a few times, or you haven't. You haven't heard me say this before, and then some of you are new to the channel, haven't heard me say it at all. For $1,200, I definitely say that you should go out and get a nice, good Durango e-bike, City Class 3. They do have a couple higher ones and a couple more expensive ones, but this is a City Class one. You can ride it anywhere, and you won't get pulled over for going over the speeds of 28 miles an hour, which is the actual speed that you can go out here in California. We're pretty much cruising in right now to that hill bomb, and I'm just actually stopping right here. Gonna hit that light, and we're gonna go across and see what's up over here. I'm gonna go ahead and try to see if I can get you guys up in there for that whole thing. Let's see, maybe I can do this right here a little bit. Okay, so let's see here. Not really that much I can do that. Yeah, that's probably gonna knock off the microphone, but pretty much right about there. You guys, let me know what's up with that. Looks like it's pretty much there to where you guys can see what's going on here. I'm pretty much just gonna give it a little kickoff right over here, just to get across the street, because it's my turn to get across the street. And then right here we're at the tip of it, of the hill, and pretty much you can see there you go, 0. Let me know if you can see that 0 right now, and then we're definitely gonna give it a push, and not even a crank, just a push, guys. Not even a crank. So you know we're stopping at 0.5 or 5 miles an hour to 0, and definitely I just give it a push. So we're definitely getting 7.2, 7.3, 8, 9 almost right there, 9 right there definitely, and coming down on it, 10s, 11s. You know, 12s, 13s, 14s, 15s, 16s, 17s. I'm not even touching nothing, dude. 18s, 19s, 20s right here. 21s. Come on, 21 or 22. You even hit it. Come on, guys. Let's get that 21. Oh, we had 21 there. I seen it. I seen the 21 guys right there. Oh, dude. 21 was the highest in that situation. If we would give it a harder push, man, it would have been 22 miles per hour down the hill. See what I mean? That is so crazy. That is so crazy. Going 20 miles an hour down that hill, that was so much hitting it. That was so much hitting it, dude. Seriously. It was so much doing it right there. 20 miles, 21 miles an hour. I saw the one that's like pop in for a second and then pop right out. If you guys saw that, let me know what's up. But that, I was totally sick that you actually guys, I had adjusted just perfect to where you guys can see that. I was really super amazed actually that was showing on the screen. So that was great. Even if you got skipped out for a little bit and came back in, you still said hi. What's up, man? How we doing, Mountaintop, man? Yeah, definitely 21 was the highest. I don't remember the point, so we were at there probably like 21.1 or 21 exactly. It was just for a second, man. A split of a second, but definitely getting that 20 miles an hour up in there even is definitely a rush. Because we're gonna hit another hill right here, and it's gonna be pretty much of a good rush situation too. Because this one gets about 15 to 16 miles per hour. Oh, watch out for him behind me. He's coming across, guys. Here we go, guys. Look at this. I'll stop right here, and we'll do the exact same situation, guys. How did I do that? Okay, right there. Oh, right here. The miles we're shooting down below is like actually longer than that, but there we go, guys. I'll try to get a little bit more perfect. There we go. There we go. Look at that. We are just barely coasting it right now, and we're probably gonna hit like 15. I'm thinking, maybe not, maybe 10. Just barely coasting it. I'm not even doing anything with the pedals or electric or anything like that. We're hitting 8. Almost 9. There we go, 9. I saw 9 for a second right there. 9. 9.1, 9.2, 9.3, 6, 7. Definitely a 10er right now. Now, there we go, 10er. That's 10, guys. There we go. 10.2, 10.1, 10.2, 10.2, guys. Pretty sick. I like that. I like that. Actually, you guys, I can actually see it. There we go. Oh, wow. My screen got a little fuzzy right there. But it'll clear back up. There we go. I have the battery pretty much. Yeah, you can see the battery charger on that too. I have a good 60% right now that I still can use right now. If I had the battery fully charged, it'd be the exact same way of me doing it. Start off at 0 and heading down that hill. And if I was definitely just like cranking the pedal and going for it, we definitely would have got like up in the areas of 15 to 20s down that second hill. And then the first hill, if I was cranking that pedal, we'd definitely get like 22, 23, 24. 25 was the highest one time I did get it, and that was pretty sketch. But it is totally a fun bike, no matter what you think of it. It's totally a fun ride all the way down these hills, up these hills. Is the best way to climb them is that pedal assist area. And man, it's totally terrific. On any e-bike, you can do it. You know, it's just pure fun. And here's the best thing about it for all you guys that are new to e-bikes and you haven't been on my channel before and you're just like totally listening to me, is you don't have to pay no insurance unless you really want to for these things. You can take insurance out on them. You really don't have to pay no gas out there. Gas prices are harsh as can be, high as can be. I was talking to one dude who says he has to pay like $80 a day for his gas back and forth to work or where he's at. I'm like, man, that's crazy. He's like, yeah, I live out in the same area you live in, and I'm paying $80 to go back and forth, man. I was like, daily? He's like, yeah, they got a gas hog over there. Check out my truck. I was like, man, you know, but he loves it. He said it. I was just like, good. I cannot do it because I understand it, man. It's terrible. And then every year you got to pay out how much for tags. He's like, yeah, around $200, man. $150 at the very lowest. I was like, dude, that's still a lot. And you're not paying your insurance yet there. And he's like, yeah, no, dude. Once you get to that insurance deal, it's just like, okay, you paid already $400 to $500, man. I was like, dude, that's totally just like disgusting price right there. He's like, yeah, I know, but I love the truck. I love the job I have. I was like, oh, dude. Yeah. Some people get that way. To me, it just makes my mind focus, like, you know, how much I am saving. And even like bus wise out here in Orange County or in any other neighborhood that you're in, okay? So for like bus wise, some of you guys already know this, I told you before, and some of you guys are new on it. Okay, so bus out here every month is $80, okay? And that's like $7.99. You might catch a $40 deal here and there, but that's only here and there, not too much on that situation if they throw out a $40 deal on you. Okay, so taking times out by 12, you get a brand new e-bike right there. Seriously. Either which way you do, you still got a brand new e-bike. You can get ones off of Amazon, or you can go ahead and get one of these. If you just potentially thinking about it on the website or going down to a shop that actually sells them. I do recommend to buy them actually from a bike shop because you'll get a lot more warranties with it. The bike shop carries their own warranties for like certain things on the bike that the websites will not do. Like I have a lifetime warranty on the frame. Something happens to the frame, boom, they replace the whole bike for me, almost like, you know. And then if something happens to the battery within, I think it's like 3 years, which is already passed now. But like something happens to the battery, burns up within 3 years. Just for example, boom, they give me a brand new battery. I don't need nothing like that situation, you know. Tire situation, all that is just like, okay, cool. You know, we definitely just no, it does not change at all. Coming down, it just stays the same. But anyways, yeah, the battery doesn't change on the downhill. But anyways, like I was trying to say is like for anybody that's out there, definitely look up any e-bikes out there that you're going against, and you'll see different prices out there. And you just find one that's comfortable with you and comfortable with your style. I totally like this right here because this was a style that I was kind of like looking for, that cruiser style and kind of a mountain bike deal and kind of a no shocker deal. And then sometimes I do like the shocks deal. I do have the other bike that I have, or another bike that you guys don't know about that I haven't talked to you guys about. And it does have the shocks in the back and front. That one's totally crazy, man. Even though it's a remodel, and see, that's the thing we're trying to tell everyone. You're gonna have some bikes out there. They're not all that. You may have to remodel the whole kit on there, and it may be after that remodel, you still may be looking for it's not working that well on the bike, and spend a couple of $1,000 like I did on the other bike. I spent, I don't know, an $800 first getting it, and then keeping it for a good 5 years, and all of a sudden, bam, it just took a little, I don't know, dump or whatever we want to call it, and just wasn't working correctly. You'd pedal for a while, or you would hit the electric for a while, and all of a sudden, it would just feel like you're going 2 miles an hour when you're actually probably supposed to be going faster, and it wouldn't even really move. And then, like, you can let go of the throttle and it would just go by itself. Yeah, it was pretty scary, you know. And there was like no way of stopping it unless you turned it off the bike, and then you wait about 10 minutes, and all of a sudden it would just restart over again. So there was something fishy about it. And plus, it doesn't have no gauge or like area to tell you what modes it's and all that. And now, since I remodeled the whole thing, it still doesn't have like a brain, which is the gauge. You know, that's your whole brains of the bike, and it still doesn't have that. But with the kit I bought, it doesn't come with one of those, and it's got a full-on throttle kit. So that's what makes it crazy. And I took that thing out in the first ride. I did burn up one of the batteries, and that bike was hitting pretty much. I didn't have a real speedometer on there. I had like the kilowatt speedometer. So 50 kills speedometer is what was saying. It was the fastest on there one time I got. And that's, to me, is I looked up 35 miles per hour at full throttle, man. And it shouldn't probably even higher than that if it wants to. Which is totally crazy on a bike. But I'll be getting that one back to you pretty soon and doing a review on that one to let you guys know what's up with that remodel on that one. But anyways, right now we're hitting the area of Beach Boulevard. We passed Coldwater Street and all the other streets that head into beach over here. And pretty much we do come in this way in the evening time every day, Pacific Daylight Time. For you that are new to the channel and new to the area, all my shows usually start at 1:30ish or maybe a little bit after 1:30ish. Make sure you ring that bell and hit that subscribe button. And, you wait for that notification because I might be a little bit late on a ride. A good 1:30ish and 1:40ish, 1 or 2 o'clock even sometimes, like today. Oh boy. Yeah, that was a ruckus right there. Anyways, we get the hops and skips right up in here. The bike climbs the hill like no tomorrow, man. We just climbed a very small hill right here, and it pretty much just jammed up there like really super quick. And we're still getting pretty good speed at 16.6, guys. So we're not going that fast at all, but it seems a lot faster than that right now, and it feels a lot faster now right now on the bike too. You got to be super careful because all the pools and everything like that. But you can have some fun on the bike, man. Anybody can have some fun on the bike. Doing little skips and hops through the curbs and stuff. We haven't done this right here yet, so let's try this out, guys. Oh, wait. I missed that one. I was going to try to do it, but I missed it totally. And if you want to, sometimes you can stop right here at the pet cemetery and see if Stephen King's around here. I watched that the other day, man. And it was so fun to watch this. I haven't seen it so long. And I'm gonna watch part 2 over again too. I haven't watched part 2 in a while. If you guys know about the Pet Cemetery movies, there also was a TV show too, a Pet Cemetery, and I really didn't get to catch all that too. And then Stephen King's just a totally amazing artist of movie wise and director and all that. The Exorcism is another one that's really good. I'm not really sure if that's by Stephen King's. I would have to check that out again. I think it is. And if it's not, you let me know. But I've seen all the exorcisms, all the Stephen King's, and plus other horror movies. And it's still nothing beats a Stephen King's movie, man. Seriously. Stephen King is one of my top favorite horror guys to get the horror stories out there. And then, of course, second base is the Wes Craven. I can't forget about Freddy Krueger, man. You just see him in his nightmares. He'll see you in your nightmares. Thank you. Can you jailbreak the bike brain to go faster? Yeah, you could. You could jailbreak the bike brain to go faster, but I recommend not to. The way that you would do it to jailbreak it is you have to go into the electrical area where your wires are at first. I tell you guys, because the other bike is already jailbreaked on that situation. And find out which wires the governor, which is kind of hard sometimes if you're not an electrician. It's usually like a white and green wire on most of the bikes. It's a white and green wire, white and green striped wire. That's a ground wire. I guess maybe the green stands for ground, and then I don't know what the white stands for, but electrical maybe. But anyways, you have to snip that wire right there, and then you have to sit there and punch your code in and all that. And then I don't know what the code is on this one right here, but some of them do have a brain, some of them don't. The ones that don't have a brain, it's super easy. You just go right there and cut that wire, and then sew it right back up in a certain spot, which is down where you have cut it. And sewing it up is pretty easy to where you don't have no wires, loosies, and anything like that. And then you pretty much, it's right there. You're good to go. And nowadays they got these Cirons and other ones that have came out that look like a Ciron and act like a Ciron. And those ones are different. Those ones you have to have an actual mod built for you to jailbreak it. They'll actually build you a mod that will actually jailbreak the thing. Anyways, here we go down a hill, hitting 13, 12. And jailbreaking a mod on like a Ciron or something like a Ciron is different on that situation, because then you're just going to be in totally trouble. It's better to have like a mod made for it. And a mod is actually a whole nother brain system that somebody just makes up for you and does all the code working on it and everything. And this, I don't know how that works. I really don't. And then Segway's got some really good e-bikes too that I've been recently like researching Segway, and Segway's got some really good, awesome ones. I'm thinking about maybe even trying out to a Segway one of these times and see how that runs out. Anyways, here we are cruising by the Huntington Beach police. We're in the city of Huntington Beach, and we are cruising in the area right now off of Adams, and we're going to be hitting that Ellis and Main. For some of you that know, for some of you don't know, Ellis and Main is the same exact street, no matter which way you go. They intertwine with each other and intercross with each other, and you can go that way or you can go that way. You still get to Ellis and Main, no matter what. Trippy. All right, guys. Oh, yes. Super fun right there. I love doing that. Just gotta be super careful on losing anything. And super careful on hitting anything. Which is I have already done. I've hit a curb and climbed right over it with this bike. Totally thought I was just smacking my rim, but did not. So the bike is pretty strong when you get it. A lot of bikes you buy at different places ain't that strong. You definitely will fall apart on that situation on some of them. Whoa. Right over those little berries, shells or something like that, what do we call them? From the trees. How's it going out there? Right at the top of Mountaintop Man, how you doing? Oscar. And whoa, watch out for the car. 60%. Yep, definitely had a 60% battery. What up? What up, Mountaintop Man? We got 4 thumbs up and 4 people in the room. We did have a lot more earlier. They will miss out on whatever we see up here unless they pop back in. All right, guys. Coming over here by the Beach Inn Motel, and I'm still kind of wondering what that writing down below is right there on it. You can't really see it, but it's just a whole bunch of scribbles. I don't know if you guys could see it right there. There you go. Whole bunch of scribbles, dude. What is that down below? What is that saying? What language is that, guys? I have no idea. I don't know if we want to know. Because if it says something bad, it's like, oh. And somebody might be a wow. Who knows? Give a little kick off on that hill bomb right here. Hitting that 14 and 13. Barely cruising it, man. And climbing up from here, from back there, now our battery situation is down to 40% battery. And we should definitely make it to where we need to get to in Westminster. On definitely hitting like around a good 20% to 30%, which is still a lot for a pedal assist. Okay, so he was yelling out something. I don't know what it was, but oh, someone just gave out the little drag light right there. Kind of tripped on my eyesight. There it goes again. I don't know if it's on the cars or what, but whoa, gotta watch out for that thing right there. And definitely right here. You guys know what time it is if you've been on the channel for a while. If you haven't, this is the crazy hill bomb right here. Where I gotta be super careful I don't hit the bus stop. Cruising in 14, 15. There we go, guys. Punching around that. Coming around here. We're up to like 15 miles per hour. Avoiding the water, and it's still coasting to do. Hopping right back up in here. Uh-oh. Scared the dog a little bit. I thought it was a baby crying at first. Over here, it definitely smells like a skunk, so there's got to be some marijuana plantings around here. It is not an actual skunk because I can still smell it up here where I'm at. That was definitely some smoke, bro. Still smell it way up here. That's just killing it, dude. Whew, man. Crazy smell. Ugh. Whoa. Okay, now it's barely clearing up. Ugh, it's all over my clothes and everything now. Damn. Well, lucky I go home every night and take a shower as much as I can. And change clothes. Definitely. So I smell like I'm a stinky marijuana. Yeah. Whew. Man, that just reeks, bro. What's up? What's up? Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah. You can win there smell like Thanksgiving. Get a little secondhand buzz right there. That's crazy. All right. So now we're heading to Warner and Beach Boulevard, guys. Damn, they really need to put a jar on that marijuana back there. Put a lid on it too. Big time. Whew. I can still like kind of smell it on my clothes, dude. I was coming by. It had to be those two homeless people that were walking by, man. They definitely had to be smoking it. All right, here we are, hitting up the McDonald's. Nah. I am not hitting up the McDonald's. You know, all the food looks really super good right now after I had that little secondhand high. What's that? Gas. Yeah, definitely gas. That's what they say. They say gas out here, and definitely, I guess that it is pretty much a gas because you can smell it, and it pretty much doesn't turn into that gassy smell. And that's what creates that kind of atmosphere. Oh man, terrible. Anyways, we are cruising in at 3% battery right now, and we're just about maybe a good I'd say a good quarter of the way. Wait, maybe, yeah, a good quarter of the way, I'd say, of there. We already passed the 50% mark. Nice, good smoke shop, Purple Haze. That guy just did like a legal thing right here. He came in right here and made that complete U-turn so he could skip over that red light. So he wouldn't have to stop at that red light. He just like turned in there and made a U-turn and just kept on going. What we got here? Okay, that's just the Home Depot dirt bags. All right, so it smells like they have put some fresh manure down over here, or fresh dirt on top of the grass to keep it moist and looking good. We're cruising to McDonald Street, not a McDonald's street, but a McDonald's. Isn't a Mac, M-A-C. So was that? Let's get high. It's called Tree Trim Here by Me. Definitely. Tree Trim by Me. Yep, exactly. Happy Lamb. Tree Trim by You, huh? That's your smoke shop over there, probably. Yeah, we have one over here. We have Purple Haze, and the really big one that used to be out here was Lounge 13 Cosebud, but I don't know if that's still around. Lounge 13 Cosebud is, I don't know if that's still around. That was the biggest one out here in Orange County, man. It was actually in Santa Ana area. And then they got a whole bunch of little mom and pop ones around here. But that 13 Lounge Cosebud was like the biggest one out here that for somehow they bought one of these bureau signs out here just to get their whole banner up on there. And that's expensive advertising right there. To put your like whole like advertising sign thing on one of the big old giant overpass exterior signs like or like what they have for this Knott's Berry one over here, Knott's Berry Farm. So you can just imagine how much Knott's Berry Farm's paying out for that one right there across the way.
Wait.
W stream. Okay, cool. This is the e-bike adventure guy. Oh, we could have went across. We'll hit it again.
Wait.
Thank you for coming in. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys are subscribing, guys, and smacking me a thumbs up out there. We got 5 thumbers and 3 people still in the room, guys. We start off with like I think it was like the highest was like 20. I don't know why people just like guys only get the 20. Oh, he's just going on our e-bike or adventure, whatever he's doing. Shit. Those are the ones I guess just really don't care. But here's the thing that's cool. We are at 423 subscribers on the channel. When I first started doing this, because I was only doing my music and I was only sitting on like 108 subscribers for like years and years on my channel, and wasn't really moving anywhere with my music except for on Spotify and stuff like that. And now that we're up higher on the actual subscribers, you guys can always look up my handle name and definitely check out my music on Spotify or wherever else, to where you check out your music, hip hop and action, you know, and a little bit R&B in the action. And I'm on a single website out there with a whole bunch of other songs besides what you will hear on Spotify. Oh, we're just cruising out here, man. And we're definitely hit that 405 freeway coming underneath the underpass up here. It's been a really good super ride out here with you guys, and let's see what happens up here. We never know. As soon as we can get across, let's go for it. All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna hit the underpass over here. There was a couple homeless right behind me, hearing out the channel and looking at me, kind of weird. And it was like, oh, he's recording up. So it got a little blurry there just for a second there. It will pretty much just clear up a little bit right now. And I think it's just at the start off, but here we go underneath the underpass, and we're hitting like 17 miles per hour coming in. We're still at 30% battery, guys. Pretty much echoes down here through the tunnel wise. It was pretty clean outside. I didn't see anybody sleeping over there either. They're probably gonna start packing in right about now to start sleeping underneath that bridge. Oh. Yeah, I skipped right across into the car right behind me, trying to get up on that freeway, and got one exiting the freeway and wanted to still keep on going, actually. Crazy. Welcome in. Yes, definitely welcome in. Thank you. Appreciate that mountaintop, man. Letting everybody say welcome in. And we are cruising across over here. Now we are exiting out of Huntington Beach, getting headed to Midway City just for a little bit of time. And then we'll be popping into Westminster. Midway City is not the big of a city over here. It is about 5 blocks long and probably about 5 miles long. Seriously, that's it. That's Midway City for you guys. Okay, we'll just pop up here because they want to stand right there and block the whole sidewalk and not even move from me. Oh, a little bit 4x4 for y'all. That was actually pretty good 4x4, seriously. That was righteous. They just climbed that hill like there was no tomorrow. Okay, so here we are, passing up the Dip Dive Cafe and also the top and everything else, and it seems pretty empty tonight. Sometimes it's pretty busy when we come by here, but everything seems pretty empty tonight. And we're just definitely cruising into Westminster right now, and we're going to be hitting Bolsa pretty soon. Do not end up the ride yet, guys. If you stay tuned into the end, you know, you definitely get a really good surprise sometimes at the end in that back alley. Somebody always moves into that one corner I show off. All right, 405 freeway, watch out for the fire extinguisher before I hit that thing. Bam, you hit that. Oh man, that's it. You're out.
No, I can't keep kobra35 rides.
Oh, yeah. We are coming in at 20% battery still, right now. I drain out the battery every day on this bike. Every day since I've had it, I drain the battery completely out on a fully charged, all the way out there, all the way back. That just tremendously tells you you can get your miles out of this bike real easy. 24 miles. It's 12 miles in, 12 miles back, guys. 24 miles. I checked it on my Google Maps. How many miles is it on the out and in? It is 24 miles. Altogether, 12 and 12. Totally awesome. All right, we're waiting. All right, we're going to zoom across here, guys. We got 3 in and 5 thumbs up, guys. I appreciate that 5 thumbs up. Appreciate that 3 staying in, or 3 to actually 1 stayed in and maybe 3 popped out, came back in. Who knows? But anyways, we got a little bit of fog right here by the cemetery of Westminster. Pretty much, you guys know about the surprising thing of this cemetery right here. You can come by and actually see where the guy from Sublime got buried. And another thing is about that is right next to his grave is my grandma's grave on my mom's side. Pretty crazy. And he has nothing to do with our family. It's just like he was actually a friend of my cousin's, so I don't know if that was planned out by him to actually get her buried or ground right next to his. But that's one thing. It was pretty amazing to see Sublime right there, and then so on right there, family-wise, which is cool. All right, so now we are going to come up upon Hoover Street, and then we're going to come up upon that Chestnut Street, see what's up in that back alley, and then get ready to end the video in that back alley someplace. It is pretty spooky to see that back alley sometimes, guys. You never know. And it was pretty spooky to actually see the side street over here. I'm hitting that Chestnut because there's been times I've actually been down here and they have like a little car meet going on, and I'm like, I don't want to go inside the car meet and just like totally see all that, so I had to skip around it. Okay, why do we got a red light? I'm just gonna go like that, you guys, and pop on through it because otherwise we'll be waiting for a while there. Nice. We got 2 in and 5 thumbs up. 5 thumbs up is great. Appreciate that 5 thumbs up. Appreciate that shoe staying in. They don't know who popped out, but they should pop back in. Still a little bit foggy down here too. Left to where I can see what's going on. All right, we are catching into that area of Chestnut, and going to get ready to hit that back alley up here and check out and see what's going on down the back alley. Might be something, might be absolutely nothing. Might just be a whole bunch of trash on the ground. I'll show you guys. But, you know, what is going on with these guys right here? Oh, you didn't see them really. You really didn't see them there. But there was 2 guys that standing there. Maybe they're part of the electricity company. Maybe they weren't. They had their vests on and everything. But who knows? We're definitely just cruising down here, guys. And we had a super great, fun ride all the way down here. It went by really super quick, which it usually does. And I had a lot of fun just you guys coming in and chit-chatting with me and seeing how things were going. We had a really good safe ride and a really good prayer at the beginning, like we always do. And hoping you guys are just really liking my channel and really like what's going on and pushing it out there to get more subscribers. I do appreciate that. If you're one of those people that like to push out there and get more subscribers for me, I appreciate that situation. I don't do no sharing of this on any social media. People have told me I should do it, but I just don't. I just don't choose to do that. I just like to see how organic it will be with whoever's coming on here and this basically sharing it and liking it and subscribing. And that's basically how it's been ever since then. All right, we're cruising across here at a good 14 miles per hour. And we just did like a roll stop right there, actually. Okay, later, that mountaintop man. I know you're probably just tired, man. And probably wanted to get into sleep and really didn't care what was in the back alley. But anyways, for you that like kind of tuned in and stay tuned in and, you know, pop back in or pop back out or just came in, we're in up the right up here inside this back alley. It's kind of freaky. And sometimes I show off a lot of trash in one area because I like to see what people just throw away in this little corner over here sometimes. It's kind of weird. No, nothing really big. Oh, there's a little cart right there you can put some stuff on, whirl around. Shopping cart. Okay, that's about it. Ain't a whole lot, but usually there is a bunch of stuff on this alley right here just dumped out and thrown away. And there's usually a lot of graffiti in the alley, but right now it's pretty much cleaned up. Right up in here, we're definitely going to cut off the ride. And you guys that came in and trying to wonder when my show start, you can tune in tomorrow evening time, Pacific Daylight Time, 1:30ish p.m. style. And then you can also tune in for nighttime show at 11:30 Pacific Daylight Time. Check you out late. But make sure you subscribe because I might be just a little bit late. Ring that bell and hit that subscribe button. And then throw me a thumbs up.